Hello my fellow simmers and welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator and So Sick Airways. This is your boy, Captain Rob, and I'd like to say a big thank you for returning to our channel. Or, if this is your first time on our channel, hello, greetings. Please subscribe, hit that like button, let's rock and roll. Alright, so we are back in the TBM850. We're with the on-air company as well, so we're going to be doing Roldakian Ventures from Croatia all the way back over to Provence. We're taking some passengers there right now. We're going to have a jolly old time, and you guys are coming along for the ride. So, without further ado, let's get into it. So we have a little bit of progress going on with On Air Company at the moment. We've raised our current cash up to 774,000, and that's pretty much down to these regular route jobs I've been doing. So let's have a look at those, shall we? So I've got a couple of guys, a couple of AI pilots that are doing these regular routes for us. With On Air, you have to fly the route yourself in order to kind of qualify it, which is pretty cool. So we've got our guys and TBM850s coming out of Oxford Airport. And we got one that's flying over down to Newquay in Cornwall. They're doing a regular trip there, taking a load of surfers, a load of professors that seem to be into surfing. They're doing that on a regular basis, which is cool. So they go down in the morning, and then they come back in the evening. So they have a nice day of surfing, and that's like a round trip of around 40 minutes, which is pretty sweet. So they pay us quite a nice amount for that. So let's have a look. So we get total earned, yeah, look at that, 3,324 gold coins, I'm guessing that's pounds, to fly down. Oh, actually, sorry, I'll say the flight duration is 40 minutes. It's not. It's 1 hour 5 minutes. And then 1 hour back, which, I mean, come on, that's what, a commute to London, for God's sakes, right? Pretty good. So the other guy, he's flying from same place, Oxford, and he's going all the way over to Amsterdam, and he's dropping off some professors to go get high. Oh yeah, so they're up there in Amsterdam getting all nice and high, and then they spend the day in the space cakes. They get back on board their TBM950 and they fly straight across, back all the way over to Oxford. And that's the little route that we've got going on every day, each week, in On Air Company. Further to that, we also have had one of my employees doing a regular route, which I think was Gilbert here. Yeah, that's right, Gilbert. He's been flying backwards and forwards, doing some regular jobs. Those jobs have now finished, and if we look at our aircraft, the aircraft that he is flying has reached its 100-hour mark and needs to be going for service, which it is, which is why it's got this little spanner in purple. So it's under maintenance in Kalamazoo, Battle Creek International Airport. It's undergoing some maintenance. It's needed work. It's got 41.2 hours left on the work. Oh god, it's going to take ages. So there'll definitely be an outstanding job for this airport that I need to cancel, which is probably going to cost me a bit of money. But that's fine. We have to deal with these things. These are the two aircraft that are flying between the two Amsterdam and Newquay, and then we got my aircraft, which is at Ledos. Which is here. Alright, so at the moment we're just getting the aircraft fully fueled and ready to rock and roll. As you can see, I mean, come on guys, what a fantastic aircraft. The weather's pretty bad. We haven't really checked it, to be fair, but we'll check it and see if we can fly. To be honest with you, the Black Square have modelled the TBM850 so well that you can fly it in any kind of weather conditions, which is fantastic. So before we get onto that and we get into it, let's have a little look at our On Air Company and see what it is that we have to do. Okay, so go to Jobs, Business, My Pending Jobs. Okie dokie. Let's just get into our cockpit on here a second. So we've got that wind just calms down a bit. There we go. Okay, so we did the course over to LFMT. We did that got delivered. Then we delivered the one to Ledos, which is where we are right now. That was 2 passengers. And now from Lindos we're going back to LIF Fiumicino. Fiumicino? Oh, okay, maybe that is in Italy actually, not south of France. Oh, could have sworn it was the south of France. Oh no, we're there. Okay, great. So we're actually going to Italy. We're going to just outside Rome, in fact. Nice. Let's have a look at the airport. It's got green, so it's a big international airport by the looks of things. Okay, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 runways, I think, by the looks of things, which is sweet. Do you know what I keep doing this thing where I say "Okay, cool," and my Google phone seems to think I'm saying "Okay, Google," and it starts like searching for stuff, which is really annoying. It's Leonardo da Vinci Epotelio. Oh, sweet. Okay, lovely. Well, yeah, we'll definitely check that out. So that's where we're headed. Great. Okay, so we've got 140 pounds of cargo. We've taken 1 passenger, 1 first-class passenger, and obviously yourselves as well, of course, guys. And that's we're going at 1,005 nautical miles. Okay, great. Let's do that. So we click this plane icon here to load that up. No aircraft available at LIRF. That's not true. Oh, I'm doing the wrong one. I've just clicked the wrong one, haven't I? Like a Wally. We're here. Go click this one. There we go. So yeah, so that's the aircraft, our TBM850, the N9575 Tango. Let's prepare that aircraft. Okay, so looking at everything looks good. We've got, we've got 3 cargo and we're taking on 3 passengers in fact. So what I just said was absolute nonsense because I was looking at the wrong one. Ugh, like a Wally. We've only got 31.40% of fuel. Let's take a bit more than that. I don't like to travel with really low quantities of fuel. Yeah, let's go to 100%. Why not? Validate fuel and payload. Cool. Before we do anything, we need to do SimBrief. Okay, so we've dispatched the SimBrief. That's been generated for us. And now we're going to import that SimBrief data into On Air Company. Here it is here. So we're departing Lima Delta Oscar Sierra, where destination is Lima India Romeo Foxtrot. Our alternative airport is Lima India Echo Oscar. Fuel, enough fuel in the tanks, great. So that's our nav log there. It's got quite a few waypoints to cover, but that's fine. And let's click fly now, because we're already in the sim, so it should pick us up. So as you can see, all these green ticks are great. This means that we've got the right amount of fuel, we've got the right amount of payload, we've got the right model aircraft that's been loaded in. Our sim settings are all tickety-boo as well, and our location's great too. So we'll start tracking that. If it lets us. It's thinking about it. Still thinking about it. Here we go. Start flight tracking, loading up. Okay, great. So it's now detected us in the sim. So we can come back to Microsoft Flight Simulator. Here we are. And as you can see, we're looking at our instruments for some bizarre reason. I'm not entirely sure why that's defaulted to that, but there you go. Okay, so let's start going through our flight plan. In a moment. What are we doing? Why am I looking up there for? Okay, so I need to go like that. There we go. Right. Let's get our checklist out. We'll pop it out. The thing about this aircraft is you have to go through your checklist. If you don't, you're mental. So yep, flight lever is up. Source selector is switched to off. Generator switch is switched to main. There we go. Starter is off. The ignition is set to off or auto. We'll switch it to auto. The interior lights are all off. Yes, they are. The gyro is all off. Yes, it is. Emergency light test. Yep, they're all looking good. Circuit breakers are all in. Yep. There's no circuit breakers in. If we pull one out, let's pull out the gyro for example, you should be able to tell. So it'll have like this like little bit of the breaker that's come out. So you'll know to push that in. Push that back in. There we go. These circuit breakers are all actually modelled on this aircraft. So when you have the fault system enabled, some of them may very well be out. So this is why you have to do this test. The icing switches are all off. Landing gear is down. The AP trim master is switched to off. The radio master is switched to off. The bleed air is switched to off. The air conditioning is switched to off. The dump switch is guarded. Yep. The ram air handle is pushed in. Yes, it is. The auto fuel selector is manual. It is. The auxiliary pump boost is set to off. Tank selector is on left or right. It's on left. Yep. The ELT is armed because if it wasn't, it'd make this noise. Cool. Parking brake is set. Yep. And the manual override lever is in place. Yes, it is. Our power is set to flight idle. Should be. Oh, he's gone to lower. He needs to go to cut off. What's he doing? There we go. Cut off. This guy needs to go to flight idle. There we go. Is he working alright? Why is that accelerator not working? There we go. For some reason I have to scurry it around on this in order to get the one that I've actually got in front of me working. Propeller lever needs to go to max RPM. There we go. Condition lever to cut off. Yes, it is. Flap control. Oh, what am I doing? Flap control needs to be up. It certainly is. Battery bus. Need to check the supply of the battery bus. Cool. Source selector, battery or GPU. Let's go to battery. Voltmeter needs to be above 25. It is. The exterior lights test panel. Let's just test those. Do they all turn on? The lights light up, which is good. Fuel gauges. Check the quantity of the fuel. Yep, so we're at maximum fuel. Nice. Advisory panel. Check the test 1 and 2. Test 1. All light up. Test 2. All light up. Great. Oxygen light has been extinguished. Yes, it has. Interior lights as required. Sorry, is that interior lights? Yes, it is. Okay, so we need to have the interior lights on. We want to have them set to about there. There we go. Environmental panel, test that. Does the little light come on? Yes, it does. Flaps down. Okay, flaps down. They're not working for some reason. There we go. Flaps all the way down. Yep, cool. Take that. Landing gear light test. That one comes on. That one comes on. Great. Pitot heat 1 set to on. There we go. Yep. Pitot 1 light extinguished. Most certainly is. Pitot heat 2 set to on. Yep, did that. Pitot heat 2 store light extinguished. Yes, it is. Pitot heat off. And Pitot heat 2 off as well, I imagine. De-icing test light. Yep, it will come on. Great, we're definitely going to need de-icing today. If you've seen those clouds earlier, they're pretty horrendous. Source selector to off. There we go. Okay, so that's the pre-flight cockpit test done. Now, before starting the engine, okay, so let's just have a quick little look outside, make sure everything's alright. Our cogs aren't in. Our chocks aren't in, which is pretty bad. They should really be in because we could roll, certainly with our flaps down if the wind picked up, which sounds like it could today. I mean, look at that cloud cover. Ugh, muggy. Okay, so horn test. I'm holding it. Nothing's happening. Oh, that's because we're not supposed to do that first. We're supposed to do something else first. Pre-flight inspection is complete. Nose baggage door is closed. Yes, it is. The wheel chocks are removed. They've already been removed. Engine compartment closed. Yep. Door cabin is latched. Yep. Pilot door is latched. Yep. Looks like it. Yep. Parking brake is set. Most certainly is. Seat belts are fastened. They are. Oxygen check. Yep, we're looking good for oxygen. Oxygen supply. Let's turn that on. Passenger oxygen is off. Microphone is set to normal inside the guard. Yep, sure is. The starter is off. It is. Ignition set to auto or off. We've got it on auto. Landing gear is, of course, still down. Yep. Radio master on if clearance required. Okay, so we are going to bother with clearance today, actually, I think. So let's just load up FS HUD. FS HUD. Here he is. Yes. Okay, he'll be loading up, so we'll just pop the radio on for that. Source selector to, let's go with battery. Horn test. Now the horn should work. Perfect. Door light is off. Yes, it is. The fuel gauge quantity is, yep, full. The auto fuel selector is set to auto. Nope, but we will set it to auto. There we go. The auto select light is extinguished. Yes, it sure is. Auto fuel selector shift. Where's that? Oh yeah, there. So, bump. There we go. Engine instruments check. Yeah, all look good to me. ITT hold. Should go around the houses. Yep, all the way to 12 and back again. Let's turn off our cautions, turn off our message. Yep. That's illuminated, yep. Needle is functioning. Exterior lights as required. So we need to put our nav lights on because we are taking off. There we go. So that's before starting the engine. Now starting the engine with the battery. So here we go. Manual override lever. Is set to off. Power lever is in flight idle. Yes, it is. Propeller is set to max RPM. Yep. Cut off. Yep. Battery select is battery. Yep. Auxiliary boost pump is turned to on. Sure is. Auxiliary boost pump light enabled. Yep. Fuel pressure extinguished. Yep. Fuel pressure in the green. Sure is. Ignition set to auto. Yep, we've already set it to auto. Starter on. Sure is on. Starter light should be flashing. It is flashing. The ignition should be illuminated. Yep. Gas generator at 13% or maximum. Yep. Condition lever set to low idle. Certainly is. ITT needs to be below 180, so 870.
Will be monitored until you land and shut down the engines.
Thank you so much. That's on air telling us about our flight monitor. So 870 in the 20s. Okay, so 870, below 870. Yep, it is. Cool. Starter off at 50% NG. So we can turn the starter now to off. That will adjust our volts. Cool. Oil pressure light is extinguished. Yep. Condition lever now goes to high idle. There we go. Done. Instrument check. Okay, so let's have a look. So green. Yoke's the prop. Yep. 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 All look good. Auxiliary boost pump is set to auto. There we go. Fuel pressure's gone down. Sweet. Auxiliary boost pump light extinguished. Sure has. Fuel pressure light is extinguished. Yes, it has. Main generator light is extinguished. Yes, it has. Voltmeter 28 volts. Yep, 28 volts. Ampermeter is charging. It means it's above 0. Yes, it is. And that is that. Let's just tick all these ones off as well. Boom. Okay, so gyro switches all turned on. Cool. Gyro suction is in the green. Yes, it is. Before we do anything else, I'm just going to quickly nip across to FS HUD. Ah, wants me to activate, sign in. Uh-oh. Right, just going to sign in. Just going to pause the video there. Okay, and now back to the video. So what I just did is I just signed into FS HUD. Obviously there's credentials in there that are private that I don't want to share with anybody because I don't want to get hacked. Okay, so driver is slave in slave. Yes, it is. Prop de-ice in green if on. Let's turn it on. Yes, it is. Prop de-ice off. Okay, set that to degrees Celsius. It's 20 degrees Celsius outside. Nice. It's like a spring day, although, you know, to be fair, that doesn't really look like a spring day to me. No siree. Hopefully you should hear me okay still with the engine sounds. Let's hope you do. I did test it, that it would be okay, so let's hope that's alright. Windshield on, check that it's green. Yep, it's green. Right one, is that in green? Yep, cool. Airframe, green. This keeps happening for some reason. This doesn't go green. I know that Overkill Simulations had the same problem. Maybe it needs to be addressed, I don't know. If you guys know what's going on there, please let me know in the comments. That would be really helpful. Let's turn that off. Niche separator to on. Bump. And antimeter below -50. Aha! FS HUD has arrived. Cool. Yes, it is. Okay, so we'll just carry on doing this until I'll just move FS HUD over there for the moment onto my other screen. Generator on standby. There we go. Voltmeter at 28 volts. Yep, sure is. Antimeter 0 or charging. Yep, it is. Generator set to main. There we go. Done. Flaps up. Why is the flaps not working? There we go. Flaps are up. Bleed air set to auto. Done. Fan flow as required, so we'll have that as auto. Air conditioner turned to on. Cabin temperature set. Okay, so we want the cabin temperature just there. Airflow distributor as required. I think we'll be okay with it just sort of here. Cabin altitude. Okay, so we haven't got our altitude yet, so let's speak to air traffic control and get that confirmed. Excuse me. Okay, so here's FS HUD. I'm going to start a sim brief flight. Yep, that's where we're headed. So start that flight. Okay, cool. Let's get our flight clearance. Parking 34 requests clearance to Lifer with information Mike. So I want us to climb to flight level 11,000 feet with squawk 3746. Okay, so 3746. Let's turn that to on. Okay, so cleared to Lefebvre via AutoFPS departure, runway 11, initial climb, flight level 110, then filed squawk 3746, November 850 Sierra Bravo, which isn't actually my tail number, but never mind. Cool, so we're back correct, sweet. Rule report when ready, November 850 Sierra Bravo. Sweet, so we'll request pushback and startup for now, and we'll leave it at that. We'll pop that over there. Sweet! Okay, so let's carry on through this. So cabin altitude. Okay, so I imagine we're going to be going to, it hasn't told us in the clearance, but I suspect we'll go beyond 11,000 feet. So let's take us up to 27,000 feet, which is normally where we go. So we'll set that, and we'll do that at a rate of about 1,000 feet per minute. There we go. Cool. So we've done that. Where are we? So yep, tick that off. Arrow up. Yep. Weather radar on or standby. We've got the weather radar on. As you can see, we've got a bit of weather going on here, which is cool. Yep, that's sweet. I think what we'll do here is it's telling us to put the radio master on, which we have done. So let's get our flight plan sorted. Is there a better view of that? No, let's just zoom in on him. There we go. Cool. Right, so flight plan. Menu. Imports. Import for some brief. Okay. Getting the data. We are obtaining the data for you. Analyzing your data. Loading flight plan for Lidos to Lefebvre. Okay. What? Oh, I was going to say, bloody hell. There's definitely more than one waypoint. Cool, 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 cool. All looks good to me. Let's go back. Let's go to our map. Okay, we're zoomed right in here, so let's zoom out. Alright, cool. So our departure looks like we're departing that way. Okay, sweet. Good thing about FS HUD is it actually gives you some arrows to follow, so you don't get lost on your taxiing when you're taxiing out of a runway 2 departure. So let's just adjust our altitude. I just need to load up SpudNext a second, because it should. Looks like it's closed down. Right, okay, so I'll just do that a moment. There he is. Okay, sweet. So back to our checklist. So weather radar is, yep, we've got that one sorted. Radio master is on. EFIES master needs to be switched on. AP trim obviously needs to come on as well. The EFSI is set to the left. Yes, it is. Electric trim test and set. Yep, cool. Let's change that to GPS. Is that GPS? Yeah, GPS, there we go. Cool. Do that, and then we need to get our taxi lights on. So taxi is, so let's just look at our taxi lights. They're up there. I'm going to press the dial on my switch on here, and it hasn't worked. There we go, it's worked. Sweet. Initial separator is illuminated. Yes, it is. Parking brake release. Well, we haven't got clearance yet, have we? So let's get our clearance for taxi. So we'll just go up to back to our main view. Let's pop him in the corner there. Okay, so request taxi clearance. So November 850 Sierra Bravo, request taxi. Okay, taxi to Holden Point, runway 11 via Alpha. November 850 Sierra Bravo. Cool, so if you notice, I was saying earlier, there's these arrows here that appear on FS HUD, which actually tell you the direction and the distance to your runway. So if we just zoom in on the GPS a second, you should be able to see exactly what I mean by this. Oh, where is he? There we go. I need to get some better angles for this, really, for my saved bits. So as you can see, the plane is facing that direction, which obviously means we need to turn it around to go from this direction. So we're flying from the runway in that way. So we probably need to just sort of turn about. Let's just zoom in. Yeah, there you go. So that's runway 11 here. So we need to go down here, round here, boom, runway 11. Sweet. Let's just go back to our main cockpit view. So altitude, we need to set that to 11,000 feet as per the indications from air traffic control. So we're just moving that now to 11,000 feet. There we go. Vertical airspeed, we set that with the arrow on the cabin temperature, which was 1,000. So we'll set that to 1,000 feet per second. There we are. We want to turn that on to our nav, so our nav now turns on and our flight director turns on as well, which is this green bit here. Let me just get rid of that eye. So you see the green bit there? That's our flight director. So if we wanted to, we don't actually have to engage autopilot. We could just have it so that we just follow that and fly manually until we get on our right heading, which should angle us into the right place. But at the moment, what we're going to do is we're just going to, it might do that. Well, it depends on what the weather's like. Okay, so it wants us to turn around 17 meters away, which we know that's not actually right, because we know we need to go into this bit. We need taxiway alpha. Okay, so let's just minimize him. Let's taxi out. So we've released the parking brake, give ourselves a bit of throttle. Bye. Oh. So I guess this is taxiway alpha, because to be fair, there isn't really any other taxiways, so this must be taxiway alpha. So we've just crossed the taxiway threshold and we're about to go onto the runway, so we need to stop here, apply our parking brake, and need to do our next set of checks. So our flaps need to be down to takeoff. Pitot heat needs to be turned on, so let's turn those on. There we go. The icing system as required, so leave them off for the moment. Initial separator, yep, that needs to be on, definitely. So I'm glad we got that. Advisory panel, all off except the brake and initial separator. Yep, brake, initial separator, cool. Engine instruments check. We're looking good, Yeah, nice. Nice. Cool. All look good here. Flight controls, are they free and correct? They don't seem to be moving for some reason. There we go. Down that way. Left. Right. Cool. They all look good to me. Let's just turn that master caution off. Meter plus 50 amps, yep. Parking brake, it wants us to release that. Parking brake, there we go. Put it back on again, because we don't want to go off anywhere. Strobe needs to be on. Strobe's on, and we also need the landing lights to come on as well, and taxi lights off. Cooly, ooly, oh. Right. We're not going to worry about our checklist anymore, because we're pretty much ready to rock and roll. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this thing. Let's do this thing. Here we go. So, got my feet on the rudder pedals. These rudder pedals are the Thrustmaster rudder pedals that I use. I know they're really cheap ones, and everyone says that they're rubbish, and they are pretty rubbish to be fair, but I can't afford to get the other ones yet, and I can't really justify it. So let's just get ourselves rocking and rolling. Go to where we need to go. Okay, we are ready for departure. So just letting air traffic control know. So, Uzbeki Tower, November 850, Sierra Bravo, runway 11, ready for departure. They said line up on runway 11. Okay, we will. Okay, line up on runway 11, November 850, Sierra Bravo. Okay, so I'm going to take us down here. To line up. Okay, let's just go to our heading bug. We need to get that to 11. There we go. So yeah, that's. So if you look here, down here, that's the heading bug there, and it's just angled. I've just rotated it to the heading of 11, which is the heading of the runway. So let's just go over here, so we can just turn ourselves right the way around. Got a nice big bit of tarmac to twist ourselves around on, and we will twist around here like this. And we'll get ourselves straight, and we'll stop there, apply the parking brake. Cool. So let's have a look. So we've got wind 135 at 21 knots, runway 11 cleared for takeoff. So yep, so runway 11 cleared for takeoff, November 850 Sierra Bravo. So yeah, so here we go. So we're going to take off now. So we're going to apply all of our throttle and go for it. Now we're using these ground pedals here, the Thrustmaster pedals, and hopefully we'll be okay. So let's rock and roll, shall we? So here we go. Full throttle. So the torque is going right up, right up, right up to 100. Off the parking brake, and we're looking for the speed, rotation speed of 80. Once we get to here, we can start to take off. Let's turn that master caution off, turn that message off. Let's do this. Let's do this. As you can see, this plane is so smooth. So smooth. So we get to the rotation speed of 80 knots, pull back on the stick. We should start to go up into the air, to fly. Alright, there we go. Cool. We're flying. Alright. So now what we can do is we can follow. Let's just put our eyes on so you can have a look around. So let's just follow where we need to be. Let's just zoom in a little bit because that's quite far zoomed out for some reason. So we need to follow the flight director, so let's zoom out of this. Zoom out. Ah! Okay, cool. So yeah, we're heading in the right direction, which is great. Let's put our AP on. Turn autopilot on. There we go. Autopilot is on. And we need to get our yaw damper on as well. There we go. Let's get our flaps all the way up. Flaps are all the way up. Let's get our gear up as well, crikey. What was I doing? Leaving my gear down. That's dreadful. Look at that. What a view. Ah, what a gorgeous airplane. That is something else. Isn't it just? Okay, let's take a nice screenshot of that, shall we? Yeah. Let's get a nice screenshot of that from here. There we go. Let's just capture this. That is the cover image right there. Okay, sweet. So let's zoom out of this so we've got a good idea of where we're going and what we're doing. Okay, so we can turn the initial separator to off. There we are, so initial separator is off. We haven't put any of our de-icing on just yet because I don't think we need it. Let's just zoom in so we've got a better view. I would say here's probably pretty good. Yeah, let's leave it at that. Okay, awesome. Let's have a little look around the aircraft, shall we? Let's have a little scan about. So we're going to get our camera out as we are climbing up. Extended external camera. Let's go for the showcase. So fixed camera. External one. Let's just move this over here so you don't see it. It's a nice little view there, isn't it? Fixed camera angle 1, which is cool. External 2 on the wing. Lovely. External 3 underneath the right wing. External 4 right underneath. Oh, that's a nice shot. Let's just zoom out. Can you zoom out? I can't zoom out. Oh, that's a shame. And then external 5. Oh yeah, nice. External 6. Lovely. 7. Oh, look at that. 8. Yep, cool. 9. 10. 11. Oh yeah, lovely. So 11 and 4. There you go, so they're pretty good. So let's go to 11 because that's quite far, a bit further forward, isn't it? Nice. Really nice. The track IR on so we can have a look. That's the back of the plane. Oh, look at that. That's the right wing. There's the left wing with the weather radar. Let's put the track IR off so we're focused on the front. Okay, sweet. So what I think we're going to do here, guys, is we're going to speed up time. Let's just get my OBS studio up on my right hand side here. So I'm going to leave you guys to it. We're going to speed up time, and yeah, I'm going to go grab some lunch, and I'll see you guys in a bit. Okay, hi guys, welcome back. So we're about 27,000 feet and we're currently flying just over Croatia, just about to sort of go into that gully of water that's between Croatia and Italy in the Mediterranean. As you can see, it's a beautiful day up here above the clouds at 27,000 feet, which is fantastic. So yeah, I think what we'll do is we'll probably speed up time again here just to get us across that bit, and then I'll see you guys back at the sim. I'm going to move it back to that outside view. Let's just change it around so we're more kind of angled behind the plane. Let's go with here. Oh, maybe there. There we go. Oh, no, not there. Just about there. There you go. That looks cool. Alright guys, shall see you in a Moses. Enjoy the flight. Okay, so welcome back. Looks like we're just sort of coming down to, where are we? Looks like 23,500 feet. So we're not descending quite as fast as I would like, but that's okay. Let's see if there's a way that we can get it to go a bit quicker than that. We probably want to go down to about 1,000 feet per minute. That should be okay. We're coming down now, 19,000 feet. Let's just check our FS HUD. ATC, yep, so we descended to flight level 1900. So flight level 190, yep, so that's 19,000 feet. Descending, and we're doing it on the ILS Yankee approach. Cool, cool, cool. Let's just have a look at the sat-nav? God, if I call it a sat-nav. It's pretty bad. Okay, looks looking good. Let's just zoom in a bit. Zoom out from there. Alright, sweet. Everything's looking great. We're about, I would say, probably about half an hour from landing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it onto the nice outside view that we had before, which I thought was really great. Let's go for that external view. So showcase, there it is. Fixed camera. It was external 11. Oh, we're turning. Cool. There we go. Right, so from here we're going to speed things up. This should look pretty sick going through those clouds. Have fun, guys. Right, okay, so we don't seem to be getting any order here to descend, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start descending us, because we're at 19,000 feet, and I think we need to go a bit lower than that, because we're not too far away from the runway here. Like, it's not far to go. Not entirely sure why we haven't been given the order yet. We've literally got like 1, 2, 3, 4 waypoints left, and that's it. So I'm going to go lower than 19,000 feet. Let me just let's tune this in. So how low should we go? Let's go to 10,000 feet. So we'll just trim off 9,000 feet. I think that's a good altitude to get down to. Yep, there we go. So we should now be heading down. Okay. I keep pressing that Control 2 and I should really be pressing Control 1. Why are we not following our plane? There we go. Okay, so we're going to be going down here, then we're going to turn around like that, back down to there. So that's, oh, that's still a few good nautical miles to go. But yeah, we do need to be lower, I think. I think we need to be much lower than this, at least 10,000 feet. Absolutely. So okay, let's descend to 10,000 feet. Let's go back to that outside view for you guys and speed up time. Okay, speeding up time right about now. Okay, so it looks like we're doing the approach circuit now, so let's get back into the cockpit. Okay, let's have a look down here. What's going on with regards to our flight plan? I keep doing that control 2, oh god. Right, so we're just sort of swinging around at the moment. So let's go to menu, no, back, program, approach. Let's load and activate that. Back to the map. Right, we should now, hopefully, be going on to our approach, but it looks like we're not for some bizarre reason. I'm not too sure why. That's odd. Wonder why that is. So flying around and around and around. Let's trim off some more altitude a second. Let's go down to 7,000 feet. I wonder what it is. It needs to be a lot closer to that, don't I? Still, closer still. Closer still. Maybe about here. I can't see out that window at all. How very, very odd. That's obviously the localizer there, isn't it? Yes, it is. That's what we're trying to pick up, I guess. Yep. So we're leveling off here, trying to get it. And if we just zoom into here, you should see. Oh yeah, there we go. So we're trying to jump onto that guy there. Okay, cool. Let's turn the this guy off. Such a beautiful aircraft, isn't it? I mean, look at it. Oh god, it's so cool. So cool. You may notice though the main differences between the 850 and the 930 is this engine induct here is a lot larger than the 930. It kind of covers the whole area here. And I think you also got two weather radars as well. You got one weather radar on the left wing and one on the right. I think because of the TBM850 you have one on the left. But yeah, that's cool. Whatever, man. So sick. Right, so we're going down. Good. It looks like we're following that flight plan now by the looks of things. Or we dithering off again. We're dithering off again, look. Oh, for goodness sakes, why do we keep doing that? We're just kind of flying around in circles at the moment. Which seems a bit odd. Here we go, going into some clouds. Okay, so we're obviously just flying around in circles here, so we need to start thinking about getting down to the proper level we need to be at. So we're getting close to 7,000 feet. Let's see if there's another place that we can fly direct to on our waypoint. Let's have a look. I don't remember from the last video, well, a couple of videos ago, I couldn't actually figure out how to fly direct to. So we've got nearest airports. Let's actually just fly straight to it, because at the moment it looks like we're not really, just sort of going around in circles. Where is he? So let's find him on here. Let's go back a second. User waypoint, airspace, intersection, airports, VOR. Back, charts, waypoint info, services, utilities, nearest program. Activate vectors to final. Activate approach. Map. Okay, well we're flying on this bit here, this square. So hopefully this is actually, we're actually doing what we're supposed to be doing. I mean, you'd hope so, wouldn't you? Flying around like absolute maniacs the entire time. Right. Oh look, we're turning around again. Okay, so let's go back up to here. Let's go down to 4,000 feet. Let's get ourselves down to 4,000 feet. There's some mountains over there in the distance. Need to watch out for those. Right, I'm going to take it off autopilot and I'm going to fly us down there, because I have no idea what's going on with this approach. It seems to be all over the place. Perhaps you guys can help me out in the comments. If you can leave a comment and let me know where I've gone wrong here, because I'd really value it. FSHUD didn't give me any indication of flight levels or how low I had to go. I'm so close to the airport as well, it just doesn't seem to make any sense, but yeah, very odd. So yeah, let's take over from the flight and we will fly there directly. So where are we pointing now? We're pointing in that direction. Okay, it's coming back around to the right here. So we are heading towards 16. Let's just change our heading bug to 16. because that's obviously where the debris is. And let's go to headed mode. Right, we are going to fly in this direction. Maybe a bit more over here, in fact. Yep. That beeping sound means we've got another 1,000 feet to go until we reach our target altitude, which is good. Okay, so we're now flying in a near enough parallel line to the runway. So yeah, that ground is quite low, isn't it? Right, let's take over control of the aircraft a second. Right, let's go. Let's have a look, see what we need to do here. Right. You can see the markers for the runway just there. So we need to feather off a bit of speed. Let's drop ourselves down to half throttle. Header needs to be at 16. Let's just change that. Okay, so that's the runway heading there, which, to be fair, we are heading towards. So let's just get back on track with our GPS line here, and we'll follow it all the way into the airport and see where we need to be. Okay, that's what we're going to do. Okay, our airspeed looks good. Right, so we're currently flying over actually what looks like a landmass of some sort. Not a landmass, sorry, a great big lake. It's just before you get to the sea. So we're going to bend ourselves around this, pick up that line there. In fact, we're going to zoom in on this so we've got a good idea of what's what. Okay, we're at 2,000 feet. Cool, that's good. Yep, so we're going to follow this down to here. Get on this line here. Okay, so we've got some big, fairly big mountains ahead of us. Alright, well we'll just have to negotiate those as best we can. So yeah, we'll just turn it round this way. Going up and over the land here. Don't worry, we haven't dropped suddenly, we've just adjusted the bariometer. Good airspeed. Now we need to turn it around this way. So as you see the sea over there in the distance? That's where we need to be. So there's the runway is just in line with the coast. So if we get to the coast okay, we can pretty much level ourselves out based on that, which I think could be good. The micro stuttering in Microsoft Flight Simulator has always been an issue. Everyone hates it. I mean, look at this. What on earth is it doing? Stuttery, stuttery, stuttery. No idea why it does that, but it does. I mean, you got to think, you know, this is a game that's practically mapped the entire world, so there's no real surprise as to why it might take a while to load and whatnot. Okay, so let's bend ourselves around this bit here, and let's just zoom out of this. Oh, out, 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 and then in, in. Okay, so you see, here's the line here, look, so I need to start thinking about turning around about now. So let's just sit up in the chair so we got a better idea of where the runway is. Okay, I'll just come back over this way a bit more. Come back down a second. Just down to there, there we go. Don't need to go bananas with this. Watch out for that big horrible cloud. Go around him. And then we will turn the aircraft around to the left. We're looking for the runway on the right. Let's get below this cloud cover here. Some really low cloud, 2,000 feet. Very low cloud. It's clearly going to rain any minute down there. Okay, let's bend ourselves around to the left. What's that ahead of us? Is that a tornado? What the hell is that? That there, what the hell is that? Whoa, what's going on over there? Is it a tornado? No. Can't be. That's mental. That definitely isn't a tornado, Rob. Don't be ridiculous. Okay, let's turn our speed off a little bit here because we're about to do a very sharp turn. A bit too sharp for my liking. Let's bring it down. Our bank angle's a little bit too far over. There we go. Okay. So we can't see the runway. Bit annoying. Because we've got a lot of fog. We know where it is. We know it's at heading 16. So we're heading towards there now. And we'll see it and we'll find it. And then we'll land. And if we don't land, we'll do a pass, come back around, and then we'll land properly. So either way, we have definitely managed to safely land our aircraft. I want to get just below these clouds. I know we're dipping down to 1,000 feet now, but that's fine. Right. Where is he? Come on. Come on, Mr. Airport, where are you? This is a bit of another sort of little, I'd say probably like a little gripe I've got with the sim, is that sometimes the airports don't have adequate lighting that you can see in dreadful conditions. Which is a real shame because you'd have thought they would be all over it. You'd have thought they'd be like, yeah, here you go, this is where your airport is, boom. But nope, they don't for some reason do it. So, 9 times out of 10, the runway is always further than you imagine it to be, based on the map that you're looking at. So at the moment we are, according to our GPS, we're slightly off this arrow here. We need to level this, get this level. So let's aim to get that level. Let's just sort of come off this way a bit. Oh, there we go. I think I can see the runway. See that there? Those lights? That's the runway there. So let's head towards that. Right, our speed is coming down fairly significantly now. So we'll look outside. Yep, looking cool. Jittery as hell, but yep, looking cool. Okay, so there's the runway. Right, let's get some speed off. So let's calm ourselves down on the speed. Then we'll go for the first level of flaps once we get to 120 knots. We're at 1,000 feet, just under. First level of flaps. That should help us to shave off some of that speed. There we go, shaved off. And now a bit less speed. Come on, speed, come down. And it's frozen. No, it hasn't. It's back on again. There we go. Okay, so we are slightly off center here. So let's just bend ourselves around over there. My goodness, look at this. It is. I'm using this FPS thing as well, and it's clearly not working. Unless it just wants to do it before you get to the runway, and then it kind of like tunes itself in. God knows. Right, come on. Stop being jittery, you annoying thing. Okay, landing gears down. That should give us a bit of extra drag and slow us down even further. Here's the rain. Okay, our landing lights are on. Yep. Well, FS HUD has been an absolute waste of time, hasn't it? It really hasn't helped us at all with regards to telling us our altitudes and things. It's a real shame because normally it's pretty good. So I have no idea why it's like just decided not to do it this time around. Very odd. Right, here we go. So full landing flaps deployed. That should help to slow us down. And we'll go to idle on the throttle in a moment, just once we're level. Oh, for God's sake, look at these jitters. This is going to give me a dreadful landing because I can't. Ugh. Come on, you bloody thing. Speed up a little bit more there actually, because 500 feet. Cool. Coming down gradually. Speed up a little bit because that's a stall warning going off like crazy. I do tend to come in at a bit of a strange angle with my landings, and annoyingly I'm all over the place here. It's a bit frustrating. But here we go, we'll be alright. 16 right, yep, that's us. Throttle off. Nose down. Yeah, alright, we're not sinking, chill out. We're gonna come down to land. This will be nice if it doesn't glitch out and be mental on me. Come on, don't be mental on me. Here we go, look at this. This is the soft landing. Come on. And it froze. For God's sakes. How frustrating is that? That it would just suddenly decide to freeze out when you've just landed. That's so frustrating. I've got to do something about these stutters, man. It is driving me insane. Any of you guys got any advice or any tips, please leave them in the comments. I know there's a million and one YouTube videos on it, but for some reason they don't seem to, what they suggest doesn't seem to work, and I just don't understand why. Alright, flaps all the way up. And then lights off, taxi lights on. So we'll look at the airport. Oh, that's cool. Look around here. Look around here. Okay, we're just going to taxi. Well, looks like there's a plane coming towards us. Let's get out of his way. In fact, let's just go over the grass. We'll be alright. I don't think they're not gonna hurt anybody, are we? Nah. Oh yeah, there's like. Gosh, Well, look at that. The the airport's miles away. Was there a bit of a side wind? Yes, there was. Look at that windsock going nuts. So that could be why. Let's stop us right by this building here. That's good enough for me. Cool. Right, let's power down. So, crash bar down. There we go. That's set to off. Off, off, off. Off, off, off. Down to here. RPM down. Flight idle. And this guy
Engine off, time lost.
all the way down to off. Sweet. So apparently I had no takeoffs and one landing, which makes absolutely no sense because I definitely did have a takeoff. But hey ho.
The flight is finished.
The
It
flight
has been monitored by On Air.
sure has finished. So let's have a look at On Air. What's On Air got to say about themselves then? Let's move it across here. Bump. Right, so landing was smooth. Great. Landing rate of minus 92 feet a minute, which is surprising considering the fact that it was glitching out like crazy. Landing G 1.13. Yeah, I'm not surprised because I was literally nose diving it straight towards the runway because I didn't get onto the glide slope. Landing speed 65 knots. Got a green for that, but that's pretty slow. Normally you want to be landing around about sort of between 70 and 80 knots, ideally. Taxi speed not exceeded. Great, 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 great. And what do we get in terms of points? Not a great number of points. XP bonus 5%. For comfort bonus obtained. Aircraft handling bonus obtained. Soft landing. IMC landing bonus. Okay, cool. That's not too bad. So we haven't actually earned any money from that one because as part of an ongoing job that I've got. So the next stint in this one, yeah, it's going to be massive. Look at that. So we're going from Lima, India, Romeo, Foxtrot to Echo, Sierra, Sierra, Lima. And that is literally flying from Italy all the way up to Sweden. Yeah, the south of Sweden. Thick! That looks like a long flight. You consider we've just gone from here to here, and that took 2 hours. Imagine that to that. Ugh, that's going to be crazy. Well, hey ho. Thanks for flying again with SoSick Airways, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the flight. I'm just going to get myself a Sedgeway now from inside this building here, and I'm going to bomb it down this track all the way to the airport to get myself a nice coffee and a sandwich and maybe even a slice of cake. So, yeah, I guess we will see you guys in the next one. Let's get this door open. I'm not going to get out, am I? Ah. Oh, look at that. The sun's come out. Lovely. Bye, guys. Bye-bye. Take care.